All right, y'all, we're going to take a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. We're going to diagnose it if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. Now, BLCS is when the unique CTR all, so Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. So that means fewer than six, so less than 6 out of 100 women are clicking anywhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. That means less out of 6, so our ad is entered fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are able, have a non-zero chance of buying from us. So we gotta get this number as high as possible, because anytime we're not achieving that, then we need to get as high as possible above 6%, because if not, we're wasting money on those impressions. So we actually under 6%, 6% is the lowest. Under 6%, we got a big problem. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% unique CTRL. That's because unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. It's actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes, 3 PCM. More about those at the end. We also know that Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low click advertiser, a BLCA. So BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, Boudoir Pico. So we got the solution here. Treatment takes about a week. We know this works because we invented it and we've done it a bunch. And it's pretty simple. We duplicate the original ad. We leave the original ad alone. We treat Boudoir Pico on the duplicated ad. We run them both in parallel and we keep whichever one running, has the highest metrics after the Boudoir Pico treatment period is over. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad has the higher metrics at the end. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So pre-click alignment, PCA, it activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. AKA, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So it's our full universe here. Got a BLCA with BLCS caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Solution Boudoir Pico takes about a week. We achieve PCA pre-click alignment, and we become dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Now, from my residency, found some Boudoir Facebook ads, brought them back to the hospital, tested them, saw that they had a unique CTRL of 4.3%. Well, the first one, unique CTRL of 4.3%. Okay, that's unique CTRL under 6%, which means BLCS is present. Therefore, we do have Boudoir low click syndrome here. But that's fine. We got the treatment, can treat with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. And we got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. So we found out we were wasting 37% of ad spend. And as a result, we actually, as a result, we found out the original was wasting 37% of ad spend, which means if they're spending, 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then we actually, then we actually need to, they now only need to spend $6,300 a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad and get that ad into the same number of women's brains. So at $3,700 a month, that difference no longer needs to be spent. The Boudoir Facebook Boudoir photographer can pocket that money, keep it in their bank account, and never actually, it's kind of like a phantom bonus every single month because we get more optimized. And at the end of 12 months, that's like a 40K, 40K result for no extra effort, simply being more optimized. All right, second one I got in, tested it, had a unique CTRL of 1.39%. So we know that BLCS is present, unique CTRL under 6%, Boudoir low click syndrome. Now we got the solution tree with Boudoir Pico. Takes about a week. Got the unique CTR up to 9.13%. So found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of its ad spend. And as a result, we're actually, the original Boudoir Facebook ad, they're spending 10 grand a month on that. They now only need to spend 1.6K a month on the Boudoir Pico Treat ad to get into the same number of women's brains. So the 8,400 bucks a month they no longer need to spend. They can pocket it. It's kind of like a phantom, Boudoir Pico bonus every single month. It's like a 100K bonus at the end of the year, just because they didn't have to waste that ad spend and give it to Zuck, the Zuck. All right, now finally, another patient come through his Boudoir Facebook ad at 5.03% unique CTRL. So BLCS is present. Unique CTRL under 6%, Boudoir low click syndrome. But we got the treatment for it, Boudoir Pico. So we treated it with Boudoir Pico, it takes about a week. Got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out he was wasting, this original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of his ad spend. So now he only needs to, if you're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, he literally only needs to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the new Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. And as a result, 37 or he can pocket that 6,700 bucks a month after pocket that 6,700 bucks a month and not actually spend it, kind of as a Boudoir Pico bonus, where he doesn't have to do any effort. Just keeps that money. That's like 80 grand after the end of 12 months at the end of the year. So the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. And I mean, just looking at these numbers here, wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. I mean, take the averages. The average is somewhere between 50 to 60%. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, on average, 5K every single month's being wasted. We could just put back in the Boudoir photographer's pocket every single month because they don't have to spend it, because now we know 100% of that was being wasted before. So now they can keep that, have a bonus at the end of the year of approximately like 60K bonus profit, not having to do any extra work. Now we're going to diagnose this, see if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, yes or no. Unique CTRL above or below 6%. So I'm already seeing we got the below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we are believing or trusting that what Facebook tells us we should fill out when creating our ad is actually best for us instead of best for Facebook. But the consequences of doing this, filling out everything the Zuck tells us to, is more women, way more women scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. So as a result, we are actually we're actually actually pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, contributes to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. And Facebook's happy though, because they can serve, as more women are scrolling by our ads per unit time, that means Facebook can serve more ads per unit time. So the Zuck is happy. It's good for the Zuck, it's not good for us. I care about it's good for us. So, all right, so we got the, yeah, this still looks like an ad mistake. Better than normal. Not as looking like an ad as kind of what I'm used to seeing from Boudoir Facebook ads, but still, it's still looking, still has the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we believe our boudoir Facebook ads should look like ads because that's what we're used to seeing everywhere. That's what everyone else is doing. And everyone else cannot be wrong, can they? Well, every boudoir Facebook ad I've checked the back end for and tested myself has had BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome, with a unique CTRL under 6% because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. So this mistake causes more and more, way more women to scroll by our boudoir Facebook ads than necessary. And it actually pulls the unique CTRL of our boudoir Facebook ads under 6% and increases the probability we have BLCS, aka boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we're going to look at the see more headline. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook mobile news feed. Check this. Virginia women. I feel like I'm gonna maybe one day. Okay. All right. It's got a lot of context actually here packed in here. We still don't have as much as we want though. So this is still the lack of context mistake, even though this is much better than normal. So the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we've optimized the most amount of context to put in to get the most amount of right women to click in and the most amount of wrong women to scroll on by to best optimize our unique CTRL at a point above 6%. We're not fully maxed out with the context. Very close though, actually very close. So the consequence of this is way more women going to be scrolling by our boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, and actually increasing the probability we have BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome. So looking at all this, do I believe this boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, boudoir low click syndrome, because it has a unique CTRL below 6 or under 6%. So yes, I do believe BLCS is present in this boudoir Facebook ad. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so if you're a boudoir low click advertiser with boudoir low click syndrome, and you've decided you want to optimize, pull more profit out of this part of your business, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month in boudoir Facebook ads, so that means on average about 50% or about 5K is being wasted every single month, and you want that back in your pocket, that'd be approximately 60K over the next 12 months, over the next year. And you're optimizing all the other parts of your business, pulling money out now. You decide you're ready to finally pull it out of this part of the business because you see more women joining. You know, seems like anytime anyone gets a new phone, you got more boudoir photography. You know, a new Google My Business profile pops up, or anytime someone gets a new camera, you know, there's more posts in the mom groups for the $50 shoots. So the market is becoming more saturated. Inflation's hitting harder. You want to pull more money out of the business, make it more efficient, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment, become a dominant boudoir advertiser, activate boudoir brain entry boost, and be on your way to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I open for new patient intake. New patient intake is currently closed. But when it opens, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify.